Going to double check if we are live. Yes, we are. Going to go on my phone for 1 second and go to the live. This way I can there we go. All right, so we are live. Good afternoon. It is now May 26, 2023. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me. I didn't really code earlier today because I was really tired, but now that I'm awake, yeah, so as you can tell by the title of this stream, it is going to be about SQL. This is going to be the first time that I actually delve into the world of SQL and actually make a simple database. We're going to be making a couple databases with an ID number, a name, all, you know, age, maybe like programming skill with like languages and stuff like that. And this stream's going to be very long. So it's going to involve me actually learning SQL. First off, I want to say I'm not going to do anime wallpapers anymore. So you're going to be seeing more so architectural wallpapers, which is okay. I don't mind it. I thought it was going to be really bad, but now that I made the switch over, it's calming. With that said, I do have this up here. Now I have to make a choice whether, well, doesn't matter. I'm going to do the SQL on Windows and on Linux just to test it out to see if I like it or not. Just to see the differences. See, I'm gonna go on Ubuntu and see if they have also, I do want to say that I will be checking my messages more. The reason for me not checking messages, sometimes I see that that people would send me messages and I would miss them. I really don't pay attention to messages that much because it's not like there's 50 people in my chat and I have to monitor that, but I will start monitoring my chat through my phone, if that makes sense. And yeah, because there's really not an app. If you are watching this and you watch me daily, try to see if you can find a way that if there's a way to look at YouTube chat through an app on your desktop and pops up notifications. That way I won't have to miss on a single monitor, right? Other than that, yeah, this is a stream that's live. We're live. It's on normal latency, so it's not going to be really fast. So, I mean, like, the latency is going to be huge. There's going to be a little bit more of a latency. It's not going to be huge, but it's going to be a little bit more because I have it on normal latency because I'm not really interacting with viewers. So, but the moment we do start getting people talking, then I will put that latency up to what is it? Low. When I put it on low latency, that means it's like a little bit faster, and then when we get a lot of people, I'll put it on ultra. Because there is an ultra latency option. Now, as you guys can tell, my body has been really tired. I don't know why that has been, but I've been eating normally, but we'll see. First things first, I'm going to be using MySQL shell. See, we have this thing called MySQL command line. This allows you to make databases. As you can see, MySQL monitor commands, blah blah blah. You can see all the commands right here. You can create databases. I forgot you can type help. Let's see, I want to show all of the create databases. Execute get status from a server. We want to list all the databases I've made so far. Yeah. Okay, so /clear. Let's learn these commands real quick. Clear. So what? /clear. I'm trying everything here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we can put this away. This is on Windows, but we do have to install MySQL on Linux, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do. We're actually going to be installing the community edition. And actually, let's open up ChatGPT and ask it how to install it on All right, so right now we're asking how to install it on Linux. Okay. We need to update. Sorry, I had some pain in my chest real quick. Okay, our packages are up to date. Excuse me, I have to turn off my microphone. I'm getting this pain. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so now we install the MySQL server. During the installation, you'll be prompted a password. See, this is the problem I have with Linux. I don't get this password prompt. See, I didn't get the password prompt at all. I'm going to sudo su. I'm going to switch over to this, and I'm going to try doing it this way. That didn't work as well. Sudo... All right, so I didn't get prompted. Let's try this. Okay. I like the challenge. Okay. We can close this terminal. We can try running it again. Because let's face it, nobody wants to use... Okay, so this is the problem that we're getting here. All right. Let's put this here. Paste it there. Yeah, we already did that. So we're checking the status. As we can see, it failed since Friday. It failed because schedule restart job, restart counter is at 5. We might have to reinstall this. So let's say how. Right now, I'm just trying to get it so we can install MySQL. We don't have to really know all this stuff, remember this stuff. So if you see me just copying and pasting stuff, it's okay. We're just trying to get MySQL to work so then we can actually start studying the logic of structured query language. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and restart. Close this. Going to power off. All right. I mean, we already have MySQL installed on my desktop. This is the shell. What is this? /help. DBA. Clusters. Blah, blah, blah. Reconnect. Source. You know what? For now, we are going to use the Windows version. That is what we're going to do. All right. So we are going to go ahead and do it. Okay, we're in. Which means we're going to use ChatGPT here. All right, first let's delete all of the databases that I made. List. Okay, so now we're going to show databases here. And we can see all the databases I made. I made all these. Performance, Schema, World. I'm not going to mess with the ones that... Okay, now how... Drop database. Let's see. Drop database, and let's type in fuck. Okay. Drop database. Fuckface. Drop database. Genesis. Yeah, for now, and then let's show databases. Yeah, and we are indeed dropping those databases. Removing them. Now, how to know? Let's see. Okay, so here, let us make a template in Visual Studio Code. Let us make a template that is going to be useful to us for SQL. So here I have this repository called GenesisGir Code Presets Volume 1. Inside of this, I have a bunch of cool presets that I made personally to use. So we're going to make one called SQL. I think I might have one already here. No. Yeah. So we're going to make a brand new folder. We're going to call it SQL. And then inside of SQL, we're going to make another repository called MySQL. And then in that one, I'm going to make a MySQL command line client resets. Okay, and in here we're going to do our first file, which is to I don't know, let's just do some scribble.txt. And in here we're going to print drop database. So this one right here is going to make us drop a database, right? My database. And then we're gonna call this drop database. And then we're going to copy and paste, and we're going to do another one. So you can see And then once you're logged into the server, switch to the database you want to delete, and then using use database. All right, so okay, use database. Here's another one. I don't know what this one does, but we're just going to put that there. So now I'm building muscle memory for these commands. I'm gonna make a lot. Copy. What is this? MySQL connect to my SQL server using the MySQL command along with the appropriate credentials. Connect to REST. Connect the server. That can be a command. Let's go on to the third one. Show databases. Okay. You're gonna go to sleep? Let me turn you up. Hello? No, I wasn't. I turned you down because you were at school. Oh, welcome home, my loves. Hold on, let me mute. BRB. I don't know why my mouth is not moving. What the hell? Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's this stupid thing. There we go. Now. Okay, I'm back. So, for those who don't know, I'll be able to actually see messages now. I have my phone open. My girlfriend just went to sleep. And yeah, back to this. So technically I'm going to be making presets right now. It's going to be my first time learning SQL. We're not going to go really deep into it. I'm just going to, you guys are going to be watching me in real time learning SQL. And for those who don't know what SQL is, it is a structured query language. It's used for data management and databases. And my aim for the stream is to create my first database ever. A really simple database, one that can manage people's names, employee IDs, countries, stuff of that nature. And we'll just go from there. So as we can see, down here, we have some databases that it comes with. World, Sys, Skilla, Performance Schema. I'm not going to touch these. We're going to leave these alone. But I've deleted, as you can see, I've deleted the database Fuckface and Genesis. I've deleted these. And I deleted it using the drop database and the name of the database with this semicolon command. So, all right, let's keep working. Oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. What other SQL commands are there? Okay, so we have show database, create database. Create database creates a new database, so we're gonna copy that one. I'm gonna go back to my Visual Studio Code. Okay. These are very crucial. Because, and for anyone wondering, well, okay, well, why would I want to learn SQL and all this stuff? It's very important because if you want to do this stuff professionally, right? A lot of companies and organizations, they use SQL as a programming language to manage their data. And in the sense of that means technically it's important. It's very, 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 very important. So yeah. So now we have create database. Oh, hold on, move this over here. I don't know why that happens. Hold on. I'm going to put a key on top of this. So, you know what? That's very strange. There we go. All right. So let's go collect more stuff. Use database. We have that one. Drop database. And then we have create table. Create a table, for example. We have... Okay. Okay. Creates a new table, for example. So let's copy this. Boom. Okay, I don't think this would be a... I meant for the command line. Okay, these are better. Execute SQL statements from a file. To execute commands from a file. Oh, wow, you can execute commands from a file. Source. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Use, got that one. Describe. Okay, so describe or desk shows the structure of the table. Okay, let's try it out, actually. Let's... Down here. Describe world. No database selected. Oh, so we have to use world. Okay, so now we're in the world database, and now we have to describe world. Does not exist. Okay, that's strange. Oh, you need the table name. Okay, let's show the tables. Okay, so now here are the tables in world, and now we can do describe city. Ah, there we go. Look, in a city, we have ID, name, country code, district, population. We have all this cool stuff showing here. We have the field, the type, the null, the key, the default, and extra auto increment. So this auto increments, I'm going to be studying this for a very, very long time, probably like all day, because this stuff is very, very important. I'm going to take a break eventually to spend time with my girlfriend, but it's very important. This stuff is very, 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 very important. This key is, it's almost as if my phone is doing a vibrating. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. So show tables is another one. Lists all tables in the current database. Okay. Describe table. Table name. Okay. On to the next one. We have, okay, shows the structure of the table. Select retrieves data from one or more tables. For example, select all from table name. Okay. I wonder what that means. And there's only one way to find out. Actually testing it out. So this retrieves data. So here, let's paste. Copy. Paste. From city. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. So this is, I'm guessing this is the data from table named city. As you can tell, it's hard to move my mouse. Still going, still going. I cannot move my computer. It's not responding. It's still going. It has millions upon millions of data, right? So we're gonna just close. We're gonna open up the command line. Enter our password here. And we're going to use show databases. We're going to use world again. We're going to show tables. Okay, see? Now we're starting to learn. Select all. See? This star means all from table. So we were getting all of the data from the table city. Select. So what should we name this? Select all from table. Can really say that. Inserts a new rows into a table. Okay, so here are the values. Okay, that's pretty easy. So I'm guessing this, you know, etc, etc. We're just going to, since we're only going to be inserting a column, you can just say column name and column value. Okay, so we have insert into. That means it allows us to create a new column inside of a table. And then we can update, modifies the existing data in a table. So we can update the column and set column is equal to value 1. And column 2 is equal to value 2. Okay, so we're changing the values. And then where condition. Okay. This makes sense. So we're updating the table. We're changing the existing data. And right here, we're saying the column 1 is equal to value 1. We can change this to whatever we want. We don't need to have column 2 here. Column name, new value, and then we can ask ChatGPT what the where and condition means later on. Great. So update table. Let's just call this update table. Let's go back. Update data in table. Okay, that's done. On to the next one. Delete from. Okay, so the delete from deletes rows from a table. For example, this could come in handy. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this too. I'm seeing a lot of this where condition. Where condition. So I'm thinking the condition would have to be here. So delete city where from this database. From whatever, right? That's just my guess. That's just a random guess right now. So I'm renaming these presets over here. Delete from. All right, delete from table. But what are we deleting exactly? Row. So this would be delete row from table. All right, on to the next one. We have alter table, modifies an existing table. You can add, modify, delete columns, as well as make other changes. For example, add a column, data type. So we can add columns. We can change the name. I'm thinking that's what it is. Alter the table. Okay, let's copy that. We call this alter table. Out of sight, out of mind. Let's see. Okay, so now we have an alter table preset. Drop table deletes. Okay, this is completely empty. Deletes a table, for example. No, we already remember that. Drop table name. I think this one kind of got messed up here at the end. Let's regenerate the response. All right, cool. Okay. Create user. Okay, this is what I'm talking about now. We can drop table name, we can select from table, we can enter into, we can update. We talked about this. We can delete from. We now create user. Creates a new user account with specified privileges. This is important too. I could see this being really useful. Boom. Localhost identified by password. So we're creating the user. This would be whatever. And then we can have identified by password. This will be their password for the database. Create user. Nice. That one's important. Okay. Grant specific privileges to a user account. I'm going apeshit on this right now. Okay, grant, select, insert, update on db.table name to user at localhost. Okay, cool. And we can call this grants privileges to user. Let's make two more. It seems as if. Revoke. So now we can revoke privileges from a user as well. This is stuff that you need to know, right? Because like most people think that this stuff isn't important, but it really is. Hey, but I'm not complaining. I'm not worried about other people's futures. You know, I'm worried about mine. Because I know my boss is going to be asking me in the future, hey, you do this, grant privileges to this user, I need you to do this. And you know, I do this stuff because I love to do it. I don't do programming because I want to make millions off of this. I mean, that's kind of why some people get into it, but I genuinely code every day and I learn things every single day. So it's more so because I have a passion for this stuff, right? So GG, well played. So now this is the revoke command. So we're going to say revoke privileges from user. Okay. So we have use, update, show table, show databases, select all from table, revoke privileges, insert into table name, insert what? Insert column, insert data. Let's call this insert data. Insert into. Let's just leave it like that. Grant privileges, execute commands, drop databases, describe table names, delete row, create a user, create databases, connect to a server. Oh, let's see if there's any more. Oh, and how could we forget create database and use? Do we have use? I don't even think we have. Oh, I think. Oh yeah, we do have create database. Create database DB name. Use, we do have that. All right, this is all the stuff that we need. We can start asking it. Yeah, we don't even have to ask ChatGPT anymore on stuff like that. We can actually close this. We can close this, and we're going to use what we learned and go from there. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm very excited. Go ahead and go in. Time to go full apeshit mode. Okay, it closes you out if you get the password wrong. Had a typo. See, as you can see. Okay, so what's the first things first? Oh boy. Okay, we're having technical difficulties with clip being stupid. I have to open it. Pin the taskbar, and we're going to pin a start. Okay, now we have clip open. Okay, it's time to open this up. MySQL, we're going to copy and paste. Now we have SQL here. I'm gonna open up clip. Is it open? Okay. We should have SQL here. Here it is. Here are all the commands that I have. So what's the first thing we want to do? We want to connect to a server. I don't know what server. I don't know. I think I'm already connected to a server. I need to check. I need to ask how to know if I'm connected to a server. My SQL command line. That's really important. Okay, so open. Yeah, but how do you check? Once you are at the MySQL prompt, it indicates you that you are connected to the MySQL server, for example. Okay, so I must how display the server that I'm on command. To display the SQL server version that you are on, you can do MySQL version. Select version 0.8.0.33. So this is important too. We're going to add this to the equation. Okay, and close all these. Okay, open this. Okay, so we are connected to a server. So let's show. Excuse me. Show databases. Oh my god, excuse me. I think I'm oh my god. Clip is giving me a hard time. Clip, please stop being a pain in the ass. There we go. Let's show databases. Okay, so here are all the databases we have to work with. We're going to open up the SQL database. So these are that. So we're going to say... So this is the database, and these are the tables within. So these are tables within here. No, these are databases. But they're tables as well. So show table. Okay, as you can tell. Still learning. Arrow keys, Genesis. Create database, show databases, show tables. Oh, you have to use database. Oh, okay. So if we want to, so these are databases, and indeed these are databases here. But if we want to use them, we have to use the use command. So use killa boom. Database changed. Now, I want to know what current database I'm in. How to check what? Okay, so this is to check the database that you're in. So let's make a template for that. So that would be select database. Check current working database. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's copy this. And let's paste and go. Oh, so isn't it? No, it is select the database, but that didn't work. Oh, it doesn't. It does not have those. I'm sorry. These parentheses. That didn't even work too. Show databases. Okay, use. Okay, but now I want to select. Oh, okay. Select database. So this is, there we go. So now we can see what current working database we're in with select database, open parentheses and close parentheses. We can see here. We're currently in this database here, which is the Skilla database. And a database contains tables and data that we're going to be working with in columns and rows. And we're going to be able to alter these rows and add information, receive information, edit information. We're going to do it all this stream. I'm going to do it all. And yeah, the general purpose of these streams is for documentation purposes and to take a almost a outside view of my workflow and my learning. So we're not doing this for fame, guys. There's a reason. You can upload unlimited amount of videos, and then it's like a cloud storage. YouTube is like a cloud storage. So we're gonna take advantage of that. Because if I were to record all these on my computer, I'd probably blow up my computer. Okay, so let's see. Copy that. No, but it's good. It's good to document your progress. It definitely is good. Okay, this is copy. Oh, we don't even need that. It's this one. Go. Okay. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so now we know what current working directory that we're in. We want to show the tables, and it's good to memorize these commands as much as you can. So I'm going to say show tables. Okay, so here are all the tables in Skilla. S-A Killa. We have an actor table. We have a actress info, address, category, city, country, customer list, film. So this looks like something, just by looking at this, a database is, they all differentiate each other from whatever the database is about. This can be music, this can be a business, this can be art, this can be an art database, a music database, a coding database. It can be anything. A database can be about anything, but it seems as if this database here is about this is a database for a movie industry, and it takes track of payments, rentals, people who are renting stuff, sales by stores, the staff, the people who, a database. Wow, it contains so much information on things that have to do, you know, it's data. It's a database. It contains data. So what if we want to see staff, right? So let's see. I want to see staff. So I want to go here. Boom. SQL. Show tables. Now show. See, there's a difference between show tables and show tables and here. Let me just try it. Show table staff. Okay, that doesn't work. Select staff. That doesn't work. So, okay, now I have to learn how to enter a table. Select all from table. Oh, so select from table. Okay. What if we don't want to select everything from a table? You know what? Why not? Let's select all from table. Table name. What if we want to just... Okay, so what does select all from table do? Let's just see. Okay, now we're getting a bunch of numbers here. That's not good. That's what I was kind of afraid of. We get all of these digits. How to show columns from table. Describe table name. Okay, so to show the columns, also known as fields or attributes of a table in MySQL, you can use the follow describe or show columns command. Show columns from table name. Okay, I like that command. You can also describe. It does the same output. The show columns from table provides the similar information as describe, displaying the field, data type, nullability, key constraints, default values, and any additional details for each column. So yeah, let's go do that. Because we just got a bunch of random stuff here. We're gonna close. All right, let's do this from scratch. Sign into the server. We're in the server. Let's show all the databases available to us. Let me spell this right. Let's go inside of Skilla. We're going to... See? I'm already forgetting already how to go inside of a database, but we got these here. Oh, we gotta use. Okay, remember, use Skilla. So now we're in here, and then now we want to describe show tables. Okay, we want to show tables. Now we want to describe staff. Okay, here we go. Now we actually have the data from the staff. Okay, so here's some different fields. Here we have a username, password, first name. We want to actually get the usernames. We want to actually get the names of these users. These seems to be fields. Okay. So this is the table. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to update this here. All right, let's check. Okay. Yeah, see, the moment we do something like this, we just get a bunch of numbers. So we're not actually getting the data itself. We're getting a bunch of integers. Okay, yeah, that would make more sense. Okay, here we go. That worked. So here we have two staff members. We have Mike and John. So we put in this command here, select username from staff. If you put all, you're getting practically everything. You're getting all of these fields. So you have to select the field that you want to get. So username, what about emails? So here's the table staff. This has to do with all the staff data. So if we want to return all of the emails from the staff database, we can just type in email here. And then here we have their emails right here at the bottom. We have Mike.Hillier, blah, blah, blah. What else? Let's see what else type of information we can come get. Staff IDs, first name. Okay, so let's get all the first names from the staff table. I think it goes by first name. First underscore name. And we're probably going to get Mike and John. Mike, John. Yep. And what about last name? Hyler and Steffens. That is insane. With just that bit of a knowledge. What about picture? Let's just experiment here. Okay, and we get a bunch of binary. So this is, yeah, so because if you think about it, an image is just a bunch of collection of byte code. It's a collection of just numbers and stuff like that. So that makes sense. Let's see. All right, so let's show the table again. Show tables. Okay. And let's describe. Show the columns from staff again. Here we have them right here. Staff ID, first name. What about address? Let's see if we can get the address. So we're going to say Okay. So we're going to select address underscore ID from staff. Okay, so these are the address IDs. We have 3 and 4. All right, let's see if who's active. They're probably all not going to be active. Okay, active ID. Unknown column, active underscore ID in field first. All right, so let's put underscore ID. Doesn't work. Field list. Let's try another one. That one didn't seem to work. Store ID. So yeah, a database just contains a bunch of information and data that we can just go through, manipulate, mess with, and that is really cool. Okay, here are the columns from staff. We have more. Password. So what if we're training our mind right now? We want to see the password, so we want to see select. I want to see the data in here. Select. Okay, so here are the passwords. So one of these users have a password, one of them don't, because one of them are admins. And I don't think an admin has to honestly have a password. They can just log in. It seems as if that's the case here. See, because one is null. And that means that one of these users do not need a password, but one of these users do. All right. Further on, let's see when the last update was done. So let's select that one. Select last underscore update from staff. Okay, so the last update for this current database was in 2006 at 3 o'clock, or it doesn't say AM or PM or anything. Okay, let's go back to show columns. From actually, let's show tables. Let's show tables again. Okay, so we're back over here. What about actors? Show columns from actor. Actor ID. First name. All right, let's retrieve all the first name actors. So as you guys can see, we have a field and attributes over here. We have the type. Now, the varchar, I don't know what that means. I'm thinking that's a variable character. That their names could be 45 characters long. 45 characters in a first name and a last name. Null, I don't know what this is. The key, I do not know what this is. And this here, I don't know what this is. but we want to get the all the first name and the last name. So I'm very curious. So select. From what? I have to look. From staff. So it would be from actor. Okay, so here we have all the first names and the last names. We have Penelope Guinness. Here are all the actors, the movie actors in the sequence. Give me one moment. I'm going to share my screen just in case my girlfriend wants to see what I'm doing. There we go. See, she is my sunshine. My loves, you are my sunshine. Okay, now we're gonna go back. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. I'm actually learning a lot, believe it or not. We displayed. Now, if we were to just display the first name, this border, this column wouldn't be showing. It would be completely non-existent. And let's test this theory. See if this is true. I guess you can comma delimit something. So we want to only receive the first names. Yeah, I was right. So here are all the first names for all the movie actors here. And then now I want to receive data. Well, these are just the names. I don't think they contain anything. Now we want to show the columns again. Let's see. Okay, that's cool. Let's show tables again. See what else we can work with. Customers. Okay, so these are tables. We want to show the columns from customer. Okay. So here are going to be all the customers. We want to show the first and the last name. So we want to select first underscore name, comma delimited. We want to display all the customers' last names underscore name from customer. So here are all the customers. And if we wanted to, we could display more stuff too. Like, not just that. We could display their emails as well. So why don't we do that? We're going to select. We're going to type it out to get it built into our muscle memory. I want to select a column. A field, right? These are fields right now. Select first name, comma. I want to display the last names, underscore name, comma, underscore. I want to display the email. And that's going to be from the column customer, and semicolon at the end. Wow, look at that. So here are all the customer first name, last names, and here are all their emails. Now, this is not a real database. This is a practice database that it comes with. So you can actually learn SQL. And as you guys can see, we have these fields. Yeah. So let's go all the way down to the bottom. Go up a little bit, go down a little bit. So in a database, we have a couple things. We have, let's show, we have the databases themselves. Show databases, I'm sorry. We have databases. We have, inside the database, we have tables. We can scribe. We can actually and inside of the tables we have columns. So we want to say show columns from Skilla. Show columns from, I'm sorry. I must have spelled it wrong. Let's see if I got it wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to show the tables. Okay. We're gonna start this over. We have databases. In these, this is the database. We're going to use the database. We're in the database. We're going to show tables. We have tables. These are the tables in that database, Skilla. And then we want to show the column. We have columns in tables. Show columns from. Let's see. I don't know. Actress info. Actor info. So we have databases, we have tables, and then we have columns. And then inside of this column, we have fields and attributes and values. Cool. It's really cool. What time is it? It's 4:52. Whenever my girlfriend wakes up, I'm gonna go spend time with her. Let's see. And then we could actually see, we can return the values of these fields. So let us, film info, let us select, film info. From actor info. So now this is going to display all the film info here from the actor info table. It's going to be a lot of stuff. We'll read through it. We'll see what's going on here. Okay, action, celebrity, horn, Mars, 7 Swarm, action, fantasy troopers. You got a lot of data here. Club graffiti, children, blah, blah, blah. Classics, spiking element, comedy, Flintstones, happiness. Right? And now we could actually display all the first names, the info for the actors. So let's see, first name, actor info. Okay, that's easy. Let's go back to show tables. Let's see what else we want to go show. We'll see. Country. So I want to go inside of this table, so I want to show columns from country. We have country. All right, so here country ID. So select from the country table. Okay, so here are all the countries. Here are all the Germany, Japan. So these are a lot of the countries that some of the people, I don't know. This just has to do something with countries, it seems. Nice. Nigeria, Puerto Rico, all this cool stuff. Let's show tables again. Language, nicer but slower film list. Rental, let's go show that. Show columns from rentals. Rental date, customer ID, rental dates. So I want to select this field, select rental dates from the table rental. I spelled something wrong, I know. Rental date. So these are the rental dates, but now that's not it. We could actually return the name of the people who have rentals. So these are the dates. When some of these movies are due. Let's give it a moment. There we go. Customer ID, inventory ID. Show tables again, nothing interesting here. Store. Show columns from store. Store ID, management, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's go. Let's select T from store. So we have two store IDs. We have 1 and 2. Select manager staff. Store. We got 1 and 2. All right, let's. Okay, so here. Okay. Sales by store. Let's go see the sales. Let's see how much money this actual because these are columns. This is all the tables inside of the Skilla database, the DB, but we want to actually see all the sales made by the store. So we're gonna, these are columns. These are tables, but these tables contain columns, and these columns contain fields, and these fields contain values. So let's go ahead and say show columns from sales by underscore store. Okay, manager total sales. Okay, so let's return all of this stuff. So let's select store, comma delimited. We want to bring back all the values from the store field. the manager field, and the total sales. From the sales underscore by store table. Okay, so as we can see here, we have store, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Store, Woodbridge, Australia. The manager is John. We have two managers, Mike and John, so we know that they're the managers. And their total sales that they have made is 33726.77. So that's 3,300,000. I don't know. My girlfriend's good with math. I'm terrible at math. But yeah, there you have it. Go and show the tables, all the tables available to us. Yeah, what if we don't want to be inside of this table anymore? I mean, this database. What if we want to try another one? Then we just go to show databases. And here are all the databases. Information schema. Let's try that one. So let's use information underscore schema. Okay, now we're in. Now we're going to show all the tables inside of this. Here are all the tables inside of this one. Oh, whoa. Engines. Plugins. Profiling. Views. User attributes. Columns. Okay. This one seems more so like a technical thing. So we're going to go show all the databases again. Spell it right. Databases. And let's go inside of, I don't know. I think we could create our own database now with all this knowledge. Let's actually create a database. Let's create database. Genesis. Okay, and now if we show, does it have to be capital? Show databases. Oh, it doesn't have to be capital. Holy fuck, thank God. That's gonna help workflow out a lot. So now we have Genesis. Now we want to go inside of Genesis, so we're going to use Genesis. And then we're going to show tables. And it's an empty if we want to create table. So we create. Before we go on, how do we create tables? Let's make sure we are doing the right thing. Okay, so we know tables consist of columns. And these columns have values and fields. Create table. Create user. Create. Let's ask. Create user. Show tables. Let's ask ChatGPT. All right, so we have this is a table. Users, and then we're creating users is going to be one, and then we have the fields of that table. In my SQL command line. Use your database and then create tables. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. With the command line interface? Really? Can you really? Create table. Let's call it user. Oh, you can. No, that doesn't seem right to me. I spelled formattation wrong. That's what it's not understanding. We're gonna drop Genesis. Okay. So we have a programmers, and then we're going to use programmers. Tables. Create table. Let's use our brain. Software underscore developers. That doesn't work. It's so strange. Does it really work like that? Okay, so I'm guessing these are going to be the fields. ID. And they're comma delimited, it seems. So let's just put name and language. Not null. I don't know what not null means. Let's ask. Let's break it down. Why do we have to put an int primary key? Yeah, I should be writing all this shit down. More than likely. Okay, that makes sense. This int obviously makes sense. Mrs. Genesis would understand that too. The int data type indicates that the column will store integer values. It is okay, so we're just saying that this row column will auto incremented, meaning that the database automatically generates unique values for each new row. Okay, that's cool. So let's go back to this. So here, let's start off with name. Variable character of, I don't know, 44. What about varchar? Let's keep breaking this down. Yeah, let's ask it what a constraint is as well. So yeah, this is helping out a lot already. Key constraints. Primary key constraint specified that the column of set columns uniquely identifies each row and ensures that the values are unique and not null. Not null specifies that a column cannot contain null values. It ensures that a value must be provided for the column when inserting and updating rows. And then we have the unique email. Oh, okay, see, we have these constraints here. These are constraints. So constraints are a thing. Let's see. And we have a foreign key constraint too. unique. This is just coming to me naturally. But now we have to ask what this is. Yeah, because names can be the same. There can be two people with the same name, but different IDs. Yeah, emails have to be completely different and unique. That makes a lot of sense. Because you could still have two people in your company with the same name. Last name, first name, and last name. Like if they're relatives. And then here we have, let's ask it what this is. What is varchar? I think it stands for variable character. That is just an assumption. Okay. Up to a maximized length. Okay, that makes sense. So how much characters that this specific value can hold. So the name can be up to 50 characters long. It is commonly used for storing textual data such as name, descriptions, addresses, and actual storage size of varchar. Common column depends on the length of stored data. It uses only the required amount of space to store the actual value, plus 1 or 2 bytes overhead. See, it's truncated or may occur, or an error may occur. So name, email, okay, 50 and 100. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's say names can be up to 50. And not null. It's not nullable. It can't be empty. Hopefully I did that right. Yep. And then we're going to say, as a programmer, here are the fields. We have name, we have language. It's actually be a varchar of 50. And this cannot be empty, so it's non-nullable. It has to contain a value. We're creating the columns right now. Name, language, we can say ID. We should have put ID first, to be honest. I think ID should have been first. So let's, we messed up already. Let's just do this again. It's okay. Practice makes perfect. We have to, okay, we have the programmers. Let's use programmers. Let's drop the database. Does it have to be capital? Same. Okay. Okay, these have to be all capital. All right, so we have no table, so now we're gonna actually create a table, and we're gonna call this developer. Okay, first thing is ID, and this is going to be a, let's see, an int. First thing, this is going to be an integer. Primary key. Primary key. Let's not overthink it. Now we can actually start with the actual columns. Name is going to be a variable character. It's going to be a 50 characters long, and it's not non-nullable. We're going to have language character. That's going to be 50 characters long, which is going to be I wonder if we can comma delimit and have multiple key restraints with one another, because a language could have, has to be non-null. No, it doesn't have to be unique, because yeah. Let's see. I think that's good. Name. We have a name. Let's put file editor that we use. Be up to 100 characters, and that has to be not. I think it has. I think I did it. Okay, it's not nullable. Okay, yep. Whew. Thought I got that wrong. File editor, operating system. There's so many things what we can do. And this will be character. This can be 100. This has to be put. Let's use the unique at least once. Let's get email in there, because email will force us to of 100 characters. Unique. Okay. We have ID. We have name. We have language. We have file editor. We have operating system. We have an email. What else do programmers use? Let's see. For the developer. Yeah, I think that is good for now. I don't think we need... Let's add one more. And then let's put age. And this age will be a int. And this has to be inputted too, which is not nullable. Okay, so, hey, at least we're getting it right, as you can see. It says, you have an error, blah, 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 check the manual. It says, blah, 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 as you can see. Because this is not what... You don't create a table like this inside of the command line, but this is good that we're getting it that done. I'm actually going to copy this. Actually, no. I'm going to remake it from scratch again. You are telling me the wrong methods to create a table. Huh, that's so strange. Table name, and then we have this here. Let's see what happens if we copy and paste this. We're probably gonna get an error. Let's show the tables. There should be 0 tables here. As you can see, empty set inside of this database. Okay, that worked. Oh. How did that work? Let's go back. Ah, you see? Ah, no, we had it right. Create table. Developer. Okay, boom. We have the ID. We have to find the name. We have the language. File editor. What else do we have? We had email. Operating system, email. Age, and then we had the age, and then we did this. What? That still didn't work? I think you have to put a space. Uh-huh. Okay. Drop table. Okay, this one's really important. I'm going to save that. Let's see the tables. We have users. Let's drop table users. Okay, and we're going to show tables again. We have empty. Now let's actually create a table from scratch. I don't want to do it from scratch because we're gonna have to create table developer space because it seemed as if he had a space there. Create table. Create table. Start with an ID, which is going to be an int. Let's create it from scratch, actually. Primary key. We have a name. Char. This is going to be 50. We're going to have an email. It's going to be up to 100 characters and it has to be unique. And we're going to have a file editor that they use. In this file editor, be 100 characters long. As you can see, boom, we have file editor, and what else? We can put OS. $50 here. Not null. Okay, we're done. Let's say that's all of the columns that we want to have for this table developer. We're going to close it off. Boom. And we still get an error somehow. That is so strange. There's something I'm probably missing. It's okay. If we look over here, key ID. Oh, look, ID int primary key. ID int primary key. Name char. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, you see the difference? You see how I put these, nope, that wasn't it either. It's so weird. Oh, you want to know why? You really do have to indent. It's an indentation thing. This is the clause. I already figured out what it was. How many spaces is that, though? Mm-hmm. How many spaces does it have to be? I wish I could see somehow. So if indentation is not the problem, nah, I don't believe that. Mm-mm. I don't know why this works. Look, this works completely fine. But if I were to do this... It's so strange, because like even if I change this, copy this code. Actually, this is perfect. See this indentation here? Change this to dev. I don't know. Change it to dev. There's no way that works. I need to understand the structure of this in the command line. That works too. There is something going on. There's a certain amount of spaces going on here too. Look. Ah, you know what it was? I know what it was. It's because I put an extra colon at the end here at my other ones. If we look closely at my other ones, look, see? Because it's expecting another field. So we're fine. Never mind. You don't even have to put spaces there. It's not even needed. You don't even have to. So we're gonna show tables. We're going to drop table dev tables again. We're going to create table developer. Okay, all right, let's create the table. So this is going to be an integer value that is the primary key. Boom, we're going to have a name. It's going to be of 50 characters. It's going to be non-nullable. We're going to have an email. This email is going to be 100 characters long, and it must be unique. We're going to have a language, programming language. Underscore language. We have to be very specific. Programming language, and that's going to be var. It's going to be up to 100. This has to be given. The file editor. Be 100 to 150 characters. This has to be given. Okay. What else do programmers age? This is going to be an integer. I guess it doesn't have to be given. So, not nullable, but nullable. Could we make Yeah, alright, so yeah, I mean, you don't even have to put... So, age doesn't have to be put there. Let's use everything in our power. Let's try to... So, age will be a nullable column. So that's name... Operating system. That they're on. 50, 150. Okay. And with that, boom, boom, and we're done. There, we've created our first table. It is done. This is my first table ever in a database. We've created a database. We've created a table. This is fucking insane. This is really insane. Now, from here, what can we do? Let's actually go inside of that table. So let's actually show the tables, because we've been practicing that, remember? So we have, in software dev, we have a developer table. So let's go in here. So let's show columns from developer. Wow. And as you guys can see here, here's our fields, our types, our null, it shows the key, primary, unique, default. Is it nullable? Yes. So that means, okay, so we didn't specify that. And then age is nullable. No, no, no. Extras. I don't know what extras are. My loves, calm down. Yeah, I'm here. And a type. Integer, variable character. Here. Okay. How do we add values to these? This is going to be... Let's see. Table name, add values, blah, 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 blah. Insert into. Column, blah, blah, blah. So we can specify values 1, values 2. Okay. Who's messaging me? Oh. Hi, my loves. Hold on. Let me mute real quick. Let me close this. My girlfriend just woke up. My nanelas. Quick. Alright, so my girlfriend wants to see my database that I'm currently working on. So we're actually going to close this. Right, hold on. Oh, we froze. Alright, there, it's closing. We're going to open this up. So this is the server here, and now we're using MySQL, which is a data management SQL management program. And we're going to sign in with my super secret password. Okay, so here it is. So now I want to show databases. So these are all the databases. If I need to spell it correctly, databases here. Now these are I didn't make this one. 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 The software dev database. These are databases. One moment, we have technical difficulties right now. You were... technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Give me one moment. Alright, so I can't show Mrs. Genesis right now the actual databases because she's being annoyed right now by her family. She really wants to see what we're working on, but unfortunately she's not able to see it. Once she comes back from whatever hell they're bringing her through, yeah. But for those who want to know, for those who are watching, let's go through what we're doing so far. So let's go ahead. So what is SQL? First of all, let's go. Okay. So what is SQL, right? Let's go see an actual. What is SQL? So, for those who don't know, SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It's a domain-specific language used in programming and designed for managing data held in relational. That's what it's meant for. It's meant for managing data. Doesn't matter. Data of all types. Corporations use it. Companies use it. You could use it. The reason I'm learning SQL just for fun. I'm literally learning SQL for fun. And as you guys know, for anyone who watches my streams, you guys know that I learn at such a fast rate that the people who do watch me will learn at a fast rate too. I guess, you know. And I think the only reason I learn fast is because I'm at my computer a lot. I'm very studying this stuff 24/7. If you guys take the time to actually study this stuff too and take your time, you will learn as fast as me too. Maybe you'll learn faster, who knows. But as a self-taught programmer, I don't go to school. I don't do this professionally. I don't do this for a job yet. My aim is to do this professionally one day, become a CEO one day, and we're getting there. We're getting to the point. We haven't even touched the pinnacle of programming. Programming is such a diverse world that it gets more complicated and more intricate as time goes on. I mean, it's all about understanding, right? But SQL, all you need to know is a way to store data. There's databases, and in those databases, there's tables, and in those tables, there's columns. And in those columns, there's fields and attributes, and those fields and attributes contain values. Those values are the data themselves. If we had a database for developers, let me show you. We're making one. The database that we've created so far, that I've created so far, does not contain any values. It contains a database, a table, and columns. So I'm going to sign in to this database. Okay. See, when you get the wrong password, then it will just shut down on you. So let's calmly sign in. We're in. So this is what you're going to see. What I'm using right now is called MySQL command line client. And this is a server, I guess you could say. You have to sign into the server. Once you've signed into the server, you'll see a MySQL prompt here. So let's display all of the databases available to me. And I'm going to use the show databases. And here we are. Here are all the databases. So MySQL comes with like some pre-built databases that you can learn from. And as you guys saw, that's how I learned. I looked at these databases and I was trying to... That is the best way to learn, is to reverse engineer something. Grab a piece of burnt technology on the ground, pick it up and pull the wires out and actually get an understanding of why this does this. Sometimes it's nice to do that, but documentation, studying does play in part with that. Ladies and gentlemen, or future Genesis or future Mrs. Genesis, the best way to learn I've seen is to study, reverse engineer, and do not let people get to you. This is your journey. This is my journey. And what you need to do is going to be different than everyone else's. But the fact that I made a database, which is maybe to some people not profound, but for someone who hasn't even touched databases not a time in their life, is just goes to show if I can do this, you can do it. You know, anyone is capable of doing this. But if we look really closely here to software dev. This is a database that I've created. Let's say this database was created to store the software developers' first names, last names, the operating systems, their address, their ID, their salary, whatever the hell you're trying to do. We want to actually get inside of this actual software. Now my phone died, so I won't be able to look at text. My phone just passed away. It's dead. But if we want to go inside of the database, we can use the use statement and type the name of the actual database, followed by a semicolon, because in SQL, you do need to specify it. Software developers, or no, software dev, I'm sorry. See, database changed, as you can see. I did use software dev, database changed. So now we're currently in that database. How do we know that we're currently in that database? So we do show tables. And as you can see, tables in software devs, this is how you know what database you're in. And we have one table that we created here, which is called developer. Okay, so developer is going to contain all of the names and whatever we've set. Okay, so how can we see all the columns inside of this table? We're going to say show columns from developer. Remember that semicolon at the end, okay, Genesis? Remember that. If you're watching this, remember this little semicolon. And show columns from developer. Okay, I spelled developer wrong. Even something like that. Developer. Okay, we're spelling this wrong. Developer. Okay, and here we are. These fields. And as you can see, I want you to pay attention. These fields do not contain any values yet. We are going to put values in them. Once we do that, I'm going to end stream because I've been streaming for a matter of 2 hours or more, going on 3, which is, I would keep going, but my girlfriend, I'll keep going. I'll keep streaming because my girlfriend has somewhere to go right now. So I have more time. So what we're going to do, we're going to put values inside of these fields. What are we looking at here? We are looking at a table. This is a table. We are inside of a table, and this is the columns from that table. The first one are the fields and the attributes, the properties. We have an ID for each developer. Each developer is going to have an ID, and it's going to be unique. We have a name. We have an email. The email of that specific programmer. We have a programming language. Right? We can specify the programming language for whichever programmer, the file editor they use, their ages, and their operating system that they're on, Windows or whatever. Okay then. So, that's the field. Now we have the type. This is the type of this value. As you can see, it goes from left to right. Okay? So ID is the type of an integer. And name is the type of a variable character, which contains strings with characters. And this 50 that we're looking at here is the maximum amount of characters that this specific value can have. So what we're saying here is that there's a field called name, and the variable character can be 50 characters long. That's it. It cannot be longer than that. Yeah. And then we have email. Let's look for something else. So we're just working with variable characters, which are strings and text. You usually use this for like name, email, anything else, programming language. It doesn't matter. More so for name, first name, last names, emails, addresses, stuff like that. And then we have null. What does this mean? This means, can these values do they have to be present or do they not have to be present? So is it nullable? Does that mean, can we leave these values empty? As you can see, there's two values here that can be left empty, which are the email. I think email can be left empty, and age can be left empty, right? So we don't have to give an email, we don't have to give an age, but everything else must be mandatory, and they must contain anything where you see a no. We have to have a value there. There must be a value there. And then we have key. This is the key restraints. We have primary. I don't know what that means, but I haven't studied that as of, did not study that. But I have studied the unique. Unique means that these values out of the entire database, these emails have to be different. A user cannot have the same email. They have to have different emails. If they have the same email, it's not going to work. You're going to run into an error or something. And then we have default. By default, everything is nullable. That's all. This is just saying by default, it's just set to null, right? So these values don't have to be put in. And then we have this extra. I haven't really studied this. I'm not sure what this does. As of May 26, I do not know what this extra thing does. Maybe future Genesis can help you guys, but right now I don't know. Yeah, so let's get to actually putting in a name. Let's put two names inside of this database. I'm so excited. We're going to put Mrs. GenesisGir and we're going to put GenesisGir, right? We're going to put two people. We're going to put the programming languages that they know. Me and Mrs. Genesis are fluent in Python. File editor, we use Visual Studio Code. Age, we're not going to put that in. Operating system, we're going to put Windows, and she's on Mac, so that goes to show. And then the ID. So let's go for it. Been listening to a lot of ambient, boy. He's insane. He's insane at producing. Oh, by the way, make sure to go follow my Twitter. You guys are very curious on when I will drop new live streams. I am a software developer from New York City, and I'm self-taught, and I document my coding progress. Okay. So, ChatGPT time. Okay, so ChatGPT, I asked ChatGPT, how do I add values to these columns now? To add values to a columns in a table, you can use the enter into statement in MySQL. Here's the basic syntax. We have enter into table, so let's do that now. We have column 1, column 2, column 3, and then we have a values. We have to follow up with that with the values that we want to enter, right? So seems easy enough. Let's see. So insert into let's see, the column name, and then the values. I think, oh, here we have values. Okay, so here we have to put values. Let's put the string GenesisGir, right? And then let's close that off. Okay, that didn't work. I think it might be different here. Let's try insert into name, and then let's put in GenesisGir. Okay, that doesn't work either. Okay, so that's strange. Okay, how do I enter these columns now in a command line? Because we're using command line. Because I'm using the command line. I'm going try hard. We're not using the GUI. You know me. I'm Genesis. We don't use simple stuff. We have to make databases strictly from the terminal. You know? That makes you good. That makes you good. And trust me, I've small advice to people out there. Don't go for the easiest route. Go for the challenge. Go for the more harder things. Test your intelligence, test your mind, test if you're able to do these things. And I'm telling you guys, it's not as hard as you think it is. It's more simpler to me. Looking at a black screen with some white text is simpler than looking at a bunch of fancy little graphical user interface stuff. And if you want my opinion, it's easier. People only think it's harder because it looks less user-friendly. But yeah, they don't understand it. They look at a black screen, they look at this, and it seems daunting to them. It's just text. It's literally just text. So to me, it's more simplified. So trust me on that. Okay, so let's see. Enter into. We are getting. That's strange. When I put values, blah blah blah. It's okay, so now we're figuring out the puzzle. Enter into name. See, they're giving us two different answers here. You can add multiple rows by specifying a set of values, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, values. Ah, we have to specify the table, the column, and then from within that column, we have to okay. So, from developer, name, values. This is going to be the value. GenesisGir. Okay, that didn't work as well. See, because it's giving us the GUI version of it. See, because 1, 2 would go into the ID. Oh, so you have to give everything. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Table name. And then the names of the column. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. And the table name we have here is developer. My spelling is so bad right now. Okay. Developer has how many columns? We have ID. We have name. We have email. So right now I'm just putting all of the columns in here. Programming language. File editor. the file editor that we're going to be using, the age. See, I don't want to put everything. I just want to change. I just want to add to one. One column. That's it. My spelling's bad, but it's okay. It's the keyboard, I swear. Value. You see that? Enter into table name and the column name, and then the values. Let's simplify this. Show the tables. Let's show columns from. Okay. Now we're going to insert into developer, and then which column, the name. And then the value. Okay, so default value, it says field ID doesn't have a default value. Let's tell it what we just ran into. Developer name, values, okay. It says here, the error message you received indicated that the ID column in your developer table doesn't have a default value. And you didn't provide a value. Well, okay, so we have to give an ID. We have to give an ID. Because I haven't set that. So insert into developer. It's going to be name. This is going to be ID. And name. And the values. It's going to be 1, which is going to be the integer. And we have GenesisGir. And then we can close off. It doesn't have a default value. Oh, so we have to keep going on. They don't have default values. Okay, so how do we set default values? So we have to put these in. So these have to be set in. Okay, not bad. I wish it just would let us, like, suggest. So I know what's going on here. Email. No, this is forcing us to actually do it right. Why just put in one value when you have to put all of them? And then we have age. Operating system. Okay. Here we go. Here are the values for set. So ID is 1. The name is going to be GenesisGir. The email is going to be I don't know. Let's just put Genesis fake email at gmail.com. Let's say programming language is going to be obviously Python. I wonder if you could put a list. If it could be a list of things. We'll ask that later. That way it won't just be Python, right? Who knows? File editor. We'll just put VSC. Let's actually put Visual Studio Code. Next we have age. We're gonna leave the, I don't know, let's put a fake, it doesn't have to be put in, I don't think. But just for the sake in case, we're just gonna put 19. Operating system, we're going to say Windows 10. And then we're going to do this. Oh, it worked. Look, it worked. Okay, so now I want to return all the people from name, right? So let's say select name from, I think, and look, GenesisGir. What about all? Select all from GenesisGir. So we want to return all the details from this database. So here we have, look, we got ID. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. We have an ID for one, GenesisGir for name. We have the email. We have the programming language that that I know, Python, the file editor, Visual Studio Code, age 19, and Windows 10 as my operating system that I use. That's really cool. Now, let's do something. How to have multiple, let's ask it if we can have multiple values. How to, here, let's add someone else. Let's add Mrs. GenesisGir to the equation. We're going to insert onto values. Mrs. Genesis, we'll put this to Mrs. GenesisGir. Her email will be Mrs. Genesis at fake email. She knows Python. Visual Studio Code. She's 19. Windows. She's on Mac OS. Okay. And let's return. Select all from developer. So now we have this going on. 2 rows. See this? So now we have me and we have Mrs. GenesisGir inside of here. But what if we know more programming languages? What if for some weird reason, not everyone just knows one programming language. I actually know a little bit of Rust, and I know a little bit of Angular TypeScript that was taught to me by my mentor Zion. Shout out Zion if he ever sees this somehow, if he ever does see this. Shout out to him. And let's see. Yeah, what if we know more? What if I know there is a programming language field? Table. Developer. What if excuse my dreaded typing. Come on, let's actually spell correctly. Yes, if a developer can know more than one programming language, you can handle this scenario by a separate table to represent the relationships between developers and the programming languages. Here's how you can design your tables to handle multiple programming languages for a developer. Developer table, ID name, programming language table, ID and name. So developer, so okay, so we would have to make a brand new, okay. Oh, so we would have to make a brand new, oh, so I would have to create a new table for programming okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, so create a new table. Yes, that is correct. To represent programming languages and their relationships with developers, it is recommended to create a separate table for programming languages. This approach helps maintain data integrity, provides flexibility, and allows for efficient querying and manipulation of data. Okay, so we would have to create a brand new table, but as you guys can see, right here, we have successfully created a table. Let's say if we wanted to remove Mrs. Genesis from this table and then put her back in, because we're going to put her back in, right? How do we remove values from a column? The update statement. The update statement allows you to modify existing data in a table, including removing values from a specific column. Here's the basic syntax. Update, set column name equal to null. So update developers set name is equal to null. So delete from developers where? Let's see. Where name is equal to yeah, it doesn't exist. Okay, so now we show okay. Now we select all from developer. Developer. Oh, that worked. So we've removed Mrs. Genesis from the database, but now we want to put her back. So the way we do this to delete from, and then the name of the the table. We want to delete from developers where, and then we say name is equal to Mrs. GenesisGir, and then that deleted her from the entire table, even all of her row. Everything in that row will be deleted, but we want to put her back. So how would we do that? So let's use our brain. So let's see. Insert into. Okay, so we have this. We have Mrs. GenesisGir. I know I put this here. It's GenesisGir. And voila. Now we want to select all from developer, and she's back. Just like that. Okay. And if we want to delete from developer. Where name is equal to string ID2. I wonder ID. We could say ID. D2. That should still work. Okay, and that worked. So now we select all from developer, and that still works. And if we want to insert, we're not going to type that all out, but as you can see, insert onto, we want to insert her back in, and now she's back, and we can see that she's back. Select all from developer. And there she is. That's great. We've created a database, and we can, this programming language here is probably not ideal. It's probably better to make a database for programming languages, for file integrity, for data integrity, and everything. But there's that. So let's close this and let's reopen it again. And then I'm going to head out for not for today, but for this moment now. I'm gonna go take a break. We're going to soulmate. Probably gonna, okay. I think I just leaked my password. But okay, I'll just change it at the end of the stream. All right. Here's all the databases. Show databases. Use software def. Show columns. Show tables. We have one table called developer. Show columns from developer. Here are the columns. And we want to return select all name from developer. That one doesn't work. Select name. There we go. So that's gonna bring back all the names, and then if we want to bring back all of the operating systems, we have people using that. And if we want operating system, we want to bring back the names and the operating system, comma delimited. So GenesisGir is using Windows 10. Mrs. GenesisGir is using Mac OS. Cool. There we go. That was a little taste of SQL for this stream. I'm going to head out. I had fun messing with this. I've really had a lot of fun with SQL. When I come back, I'm going to mess with more of it and train, even off stream. There are some training that I do off stream, so I don't want everyone to imply or to think that I do all of my coding on stream. Sometimes off stream I do studying too, and I advise you to do the same. This is GenesisGir.